Yeah, sure.
Alright. Okay, so we're here with Goind Diamond, and with the end of my semester begins the beginning of a new season where I learn how to play with this Hydralisk. Basically play Zerg. I'm all good, I've got my shirt, I've got my Zergling. And I've got my mentor, which is nameless. Say hi if you want.
Hello, everyone.
Alright, so a bit of background about this project, and then a bit of background about Nameless, who has taken out the time to help out. So I've had a goal to get Diamond as all 4 races: Terran, Protoss, Zerg, Random. I've already accomplished it for Terran, although my MMR has plummeted as of late. Protoss, which has my highest MMR right now, and then finally Zerg. The rest of the episodes can be found on my YouTube channel, which is here, the Goind Diamond series, the coaching, and that's where you can find it in the future. Now as for my mentor, this is exciting stuff. I've gotten Nameless, well, Nameless SC2 has agreed to help out, and of all of the people who has taught me, he has the best record. He is actually the winner of the Master Sword Open number 45, and you know, take it 3-0 in, so he's actually a tournament winner. So exciting times ahead. Alright, again, if you're watching on YouTube, his Twitch is gonna be in the description. If you're watching on Twitch, !Corecaster, it'll bring you to his Twitch channel where he streams. Do you have any idea when you'll be streaming?
Mainly StarCraft.
When?
Usually. Oh, when? I don't really have a schedule, so it's mainly on whether I feel like streaming or when I have time. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I should have preempted you for that, but like, okay, I'm gonna promote Nameless. Like, I did ask you when. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's perfectly okay.
All right, so yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream, and we're gonna get to it now. As per Nameless's advice, I've actually played a few Zerg games, and we're gonna take a look at them right now. Starting with this one. Should I give you the control?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I make host, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so I start now?
Yep, start now. Alright, so I'm just gonna talk about my thoughts when I saw this. First match, ZVZ, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna attempt the Upli build, because that's the only one I know. So
okay.
Upli's build is a pull first into a Roach Ward into something else. I forgot what it was. Oh, why am I pinging? Oh, hold on.
Oh.
These are bad pings. Hold on. Oh, there we go. A pull first into Roach Ward into.
Okay.
No. Pull first Queen, get Hatch, and then go into Roach Ward and then do a 3 base timing attack. Because that's all I knew. I don't know anything else about.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think this build, I'm not. Yeah, I think it's relatively safe because you're going for pull first. Yeah. So you would be relatively safe against any form of 12 pull, be 12 pull, 13-12, 14-14. Yeah, it should be relatively safe.
I've got a question, which is once my pull finishes, should I drone? Okay, I got my queen, which I think is the key, because if not, then what's the point, right? But then, do I do drones or do I do links?
Yeah, I think ideally if you're opening up with full first, you should be at least getting some links. Maybe like 4 or 6 links.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so in case you're facing against, like, let's say a 12 pool or something else, you could already have links to hold it.
In other words, in case this is happening.
Yeah, so let's say if they aren't going for they actually went for hatch first, you could actually use the links for aggression. So it's still not the worst thing.
Okay, so this is happening. What should I do optimally? I'm like, well.
Okay, so the first thing you want to identify is around which timing is it? Okay, so I think here. So around, if it's a 12 pull, usually you would see the links coming around 140.
Yep.
So if you could take a look at your Overlord vision, they saw the links at around 3:37.
Yeah, I didn't mentally register this.
Yeah, so once you see the links here, you're supposed to stop droning and you need to make links ASAP.
By the way, hello New Russia, thanks for tuning in the chat. Do I make spine caller?
Yeah, so for 12 pull, right, you actually don't need to make spine crawlers. So all you need to do is just pull like around 10 to 12 drones and just keep dancing around. Okay. So what you want to do with the drones is to just force them from not attacking the hatchery.
Okay, wait. How do I know if this is the 12 pull of this or this is some other Zerg variant?
So when you see the links, with the Overlord at around before 140 or around 140-ish, it should be a 12 pull usually.
Okay, so if it's pre-140, it's probably a 12 pull.
Yeah, so like 140 plus minus 5, it should be a 12 or 13 pull.
Let me write this.
Yep.
Let me write this down. So because this is a critical timing, yes. Okay, 140 links equals 12 pull. Okay, and the response is you pull 10 drones and you're okay when your links come out.
Yeah. So the idea of the 10 drones is to just buy time, so that once your links come out, you can fight with your links and the drone at the same time.
Okay. Pull 10 drones and links and defend. Okay.
Yeah, so in this case, right, when you open pool first, you should be actually saving up 3 lava for 6 links. So you would actually be relatively safe against any form of early pool aggression. Yeah, but let's say if you're going for hatch first, right, you need to pull drones right here. Yeah. So ideally, right, you want to be losing. Yeah, that's the correct. Yeah, you're supposed to continuously juggle your drones to just force them from not attacking the hatchery.
Yeah. I should have had links here. Which I didn't.
Oh yeah. Another thing for in ZVZ is if you're going for pull into hatch, right?
Yeah.
You should get your gas after your hatch is down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you need the gases for link speed.
Yeah, I don't really remember where I got the gas, but then my hatch died because it's this game. So at this point, I'm like, well, shit, I had the. I mean, emotionally, I was like, well, I had the counter in my hand and I didn't use it. So
yes.
By the way, my thought now is, well, what can I do? I guess I pass expand and hope.
You made another queen.
Yeah. So right now, so the worst case scenario you could have when you're playing against the top pool. So the purpose of a top pool objective is to either kill your hatch or kill as many drones as possible. So in this case, they fulfill one of their objectives, which is to kill your hatch. So right now they're actually pretty ahead.
Yeah, super ahead. I was aware, but I was like, I don't really know what else I could do. I didn't even know how many links to make.
Yeah. It's actually okay. So I think we need to fix. The first thing we need to fix is whether you want to be opening pool first or hatch first in every match in every ZVZ matchup.
Again, I was just thinking. Again, I've casted. So, by the way, Starstrike, this is something hilarious in the chat, and just let me answer this one. Okay, I'm good with. I didn't know you could get diamond with Zerg. I thought just picking the race gives you master. This sounds like a Protoss play. Okay, never mind. But okay, so coming back here about your question. I've casted a fair amount of ZVZ, and it just feels like getting a pull first, at least having this option, is probably the safest way to get to diamond, given that my economic disadvantage is not that great. I understand that if this was like Rogue and Seville, the wrong build order is gonna snowball into victory, but we're not playing at that level, and that's my general thought. Now, if you have a disagreement or if you have another point of view, I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's relatively fine to just open up pool first every game. Yeah, it keeps you safe against most early aggression. But I think when you're against the 13-12, I think you might have to have some adjustments.
Okay.
Yeah, but generally, the only thing you're gonna be behind if you open up pool hatch gas is you're just gonna be you're just gonna have slower link speed, but it's not the end of the world. You're just gonna have. So the problem with slower link speed is you don't have map control. So your opponent gets map control earlier.
Okay, but wow, that's an interesting thing because I was talking about overlords out, right? So I have vision, but I have no control.
Yeah, because
Wow.
if you don't have link speed, if you know your link speed is gonna be later, right?
Yeah.
So you can't afford to just send all your links across because if anytime any point of time his link speed finishes, you could lose all your links.
Well, they're gonna get eaten. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you could if you have a slower link speed, you could send like one or two across the map, but not more than that because you're gonna lose them eventually if they're gonna have link speed first.
Okay, like this is a unique thing I'm gonna have to get used to because this does not happen in any other matchup.
Yep.
Cause
And yeah, sorry.
no, I was just saying like in every other matchup, control equals vision, but not this one.
And I think one other thing you need to fix is your Overlord Passing.
I have absolutely no idea what to do.
Okay, yeah, so the general idea for Overlord Passing in ZVZ is the first Overlord gets to see the main objective of the first Overlord is to see whether he has a natural or not.
Okay.
And the second Overlord you send it to their potential third base that he is getting.
Okay, so wait, is what you're saying ZVZ specific or?
Yes, this is ZVZ specific.
Let me write this one down. Then this one important. Okay, so ZVZ first Overlord is to go see natural, right?
Yeah, to check whether he has a natural or not.
Second Overlord is third.
Yeah, third base.
Okay, we'll definitely have to talk about this, about, you know, TVZ and TVP, but let's clear this ZVZ first.
Yeah, so the first thing, I think we actually gotten something done here, which is your first build order. So you're actually gonna be opening up pool first, right? Pool hatch gas.
Yeah, ZVZ specific.
Yep, and the next thing for Overlord Passing. So for the first Overlord, right?
Yeah.
After you see his natural, or just after you check his natural, whether he has a hatchery or not, you have to send it a little bit far behind so that the queen doesn't snipe it.
Does it just go to the pillar?
No, because when you go into the pillar, right?
Yeah.
They have Overlord spawning straight away. Yeah, so they could snipe the
ZVZ,
Overlords.
man. Oh, by the way, Kaizon asked, do you want to play with random? And my answer is yes. Once I clear Zerg, I will be playing random. And if somebody is a high diamond, at least random player, I'm more than open to lessons. But first, let me deal with Zerg. Okay, that's the Twitch chat question. Alright, so so where do I send the Overlord 1 again?
So Overlord 1 checks the natural and you move it back. So if you're looking at your first Overlord right now, right?
Yes.
You could send it like a little bit down to the 5 o'clock. Like maybe like a little bit. Do you see the shadow? The bottom shadow?
Yes.
Yeah, so around there roughly.
Okay, so just kind of outside of creep. Range.
Yes, and you could see anything that is coming out of his natural, which is pretty important. Because you could see if he's going for any link floods or whether he's making a third base or not.
Okay. I need to ask. So check the natural. What am I looking for? What are the tells?
So you want to be looking for whether he has a hatch or not, and how long is his hatch close to finishing?
Okay, so it's to see the hatch timings.
Yes.
Okay.
So usually, if you don't see the hatch, if you don't see any hatch at all, there's only one thing. It's 1312 link bane all in.
Okay, so absolutely no hatch, and I'm not getting hit yet. Is link bane all in?
Yeah. So the problem with 12 pool and 1312, right? Yeah. Their links are around they hit around the similar timings.
Yeah.
So the only reliable way you can identify it's a 12 pool or 1312 is if you check that he has no natural at all.
I see.
Yep. So once you see there's no natural, right? You can sack your natural base. It's okay to lose it. Since he is in an all-in position.
Nothing link bane all in. Okay to lose natural base.
Yep.
Okay, let me respond to Kaizo in the chat. He says, I'm asking if you want to play me, I'll play all 3 races. Maybe later, look, opponent's practice part is appreciated, but I do have a Zerg replay, and I've got Terran replays as well. So we'll probably go through those first. But thank you for the offer, you're very kind. Alright, so... Okay, so Overlord 1 goes there, checks about the timings. Is there any other information I can glean from
With the
this?
first Overlord?
Yeah, with the first Overlord.
Yeah, so other than the first timing you'll be watching out for is like around 140-ish. So right after you make your 19th supply drone, you have to look out for the first Overlord, whether there's any links running past by. So once you see any links, you stop droning at 19 supply. So that's the key timing.
I see.
Yes.
Hold on, let me put the text on the screen. I realize that this makes a bit more sense if I actually have the text on the screen while I'm talking.
Yeah.
Okay, what is this about the drone?
So for 140, if you see, so usually you make your 19th drone at around 128, I think.
Okay, it's about 128.
Yeah, usually should be 128. Yep. So, and then you would have your next lava popping out around 140, right? I think. Yeah, around 140.
Yeah.
So if you see any links at 140, you do not spend the lava.
Okay.
Oh wait, you're playing hedge first, right? Oh wait, playing pool first. Okay, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in this case. Okay,
okay.
yeah, this is for hedge first. Yeah, so you could scrap that.
Oh no, I'll keep this as my pocket strat.
Oh yeah, so this is for hedge first actually.
Okay, I'll wait. Okay, wait. So the part about the link bin all in is still valid.
Yeah, so you have to check whether he has the natural or not.
Okay. Strategy 2. Okay.
And this is hedge first.
Eventually I do want to learn a standard the hedge first build, because tournaments you need secondary builds.
Yep.
But the main ladder build that you can kind of just spam over and over again and get good at the basics will be this one.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so
yeah. Is there a lot of information to take in?
It's quite a bit of information to take in, yes. Okay, so with the Ooply build, again we don't get to see it because of this. I think I will need to change tracks pretty quickly because my brain is already getting, link flooded. But okay, so question: what does the second Overlord do, and why does it go where it goes?
So the second Overlord goes to the third base so that you can see that whether he's playing a 2-base or a 3-base build. So if they are going for a 2-base, if they don't take a third, right, they are probably playing a 2-base roach. And 2-base roach can signify like anything. It could be 2-base Mulas, 2-base Nidus, 2-base roach, all in. Yeah, that's the big problem. But okay, so we just take it as we'll come to that later on.
Okay.
So the second Overlord just sees whether there is a third base or not. Simple. Yeah, as simple as that.
Okay, I think we'll pause the ZVZ now. Kaizo has a final question or comment, so let me just read it out aloud for those eventually watching on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Somebody called Auto Piss for raiding. Thank you for the 2 raiders. We are now learning how to play StarCraft 2 Zerg. But let me get back to Kaizon. Okay, so not sure if this is relevant, but in ZVZ I usually look for the second Overlord timing to try and guess if he has an early pull. What on earth is Kaizo talking about?
Okay, so basically, usually you and your opponent are gonna have similar rallies, right? Overlord rallies.
I guess.
Yeah. So, if I'm not wrong, if you have both Overlords with the same rally, you're bound to see both of their Overlords. Definitely one way or the other, right? So one way you would tell if they are actually going for early pull or not is if you don't see their second overlord, which is the one behind.
So both overlords should cross path.
Yes, you should cross. Your first overlord should cross path with the second one, and your second one should cross path with the first one. Okay, so basically, if your first overlord doesn't see the second overlord, it might mean that it's an early pull.
Okay, I'll
Okay,
be
yeah,
very honest,
yeah.
I do not know what this means because I cannot visualize the overlords flying at the moment.
Oh wait. Okay. So okay. Wait. Hang on.
It's okay. I will hopefully get it one day.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just get the normal stuff on.
Yeah,
first.
cause
Yeah.
okay, so now I have the basic idea of what to do in standard ZVZ.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try the Ooply build, and then we'll see how it actually works in a ZVZ. If I get cheesed again, at least we can look at this and say, okay, what are the mistakes? What should you have done? So on and so. Because when I did this build, it didn't occur to me to get any links until that link showed up. I was like, oh yeah, I've got a pool. I should get links.
Yep. Okay. So maybe to summarize like this ZVZ session, maybe we could have so the first off, you would just be opening up pool hatch gas. Okay.
Yep.
Then secondly, you would just get your first and second overlord pathing correct.
Okay.
And the third thing could be like the subsequent overlord placements. So it's so for the subsequent overlord placements, right?
Yeah.
Ideally, you want to be covering up all your entrants, so you see anything coming in, or see anything that's coming.
Let me write down my takeaway points.
Okay.
Also, by the way, Auto C actually just hit Diamond 3. Hopefully, we'll get something from this too. So, yeah, we actually have a viewer that might learn something, which is nice. By the way, if you like his content, his name is Nameless !co-caster. It will bring you to his Twitch stream where he streams entertaining StarCraft 2. Okay, so it's pool hatch gas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the overlords I've written down, and what was the last point?
So the last point is to have all your subsequent overlords to be placed at all the possible entry points that they are coming to your base. So wait, if you can see can you see my ping?
Wait, at entry points.
Yeah, so like here, here, and here.
I cannot see your pings. I'm sorry. Can you ping one?
Yeah. Okay. So here, here, and here.
You got nothing. Damn it.
Oh. Do you have Are you on? You have to be on. You have to press E, I think.
Okay, try.
Wait, I think yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, here, here, and here.
Okay, got it. Beautiful.
Yep. So those are the 3 possible entry points that they could come and attack from,
Wait,
right?
so I put it at my entry point, not their exit point.
Yeah. So you should prioritize your entry point first, since Overlord moves really slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you have OV speed, you could start spreading them out. But yeah, it doesn't matter in this for now.
Okay. I know Ooply's build doesn't have Overlord speed because he attacks quite quickly, and the idea is to hit with overwhelming roach.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't have a build to show you for that, so we can't really go over the merits of that.
Yep. So yeah, that's okay. Just to keep things simple in the first session, yeah, this should be your objective.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's about it for this replay. Let's move on to TVZ. Alright, so
TVZ.
yeah, okay. So to preempt you, there are 2 TVZs. Okay, would it be more helpful if I told you exactly what on Earth happened? Or
yeah, you could give me like a rough summary of what happens. I think it could help.
Okay, so the next game on Lightshade. Okay, let me load the Watch with Others. He went back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so my original plan was to go Ling Bin, Hydra, eventually to Lurker, because I hate Lurkers. When I play Terran and they reach Lurker Tech and I haven't killed the Zerg, I die. When I play Protoss and they reach Lurker Tech and I haven't killed the Zerg, I died in all of the games except one game where I teched into Golden Armada fast enough.
Okay.
And watching, Rogue Raider play, Raider play, he tends to go for a Lurker style, which does him quite well. And I find, links to be fun, you get them, you run across the map, you do the multi-pronged harass. Not sure if that's the best way to go because Backo and attacking is an issue, but that's the fun part, so I haven't decided. But then in this game, I went back. I scouted, he went back. I'm like, I don't think Link Bane Hydra is the way to go.
Yeah.
I thought as hard as I can, like, okay, what do I do? Because I didn't prepare for back.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's like bio all the way. It's Marines. Okay. My first reaction, should we watch? Or should I just summarize the game first?
Yeah, I think we could watch and while loading you could explain.
I think I made you the leader or something, so make yourself lobby host and we could go. Okay. Okay. I then again didn't know what to do. I thought, okay, let me try going mutas because I remember hearing a conversation that if the enemy's going back, you get a mutaflock and then you jump on production.
Yeah. So usually so right now the most popular stuff that you could play against mech is either Muta Link Bane or Ravager Link Bane.
I could play Muta Link Bane against mech.
Yes, but I'm not sure if you should be going for that because it's gonna take. Okay, so the problem with mutas is if in order to get damage or like get in order to get damage, you have to be constantly like microing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna be more texting, you know, in a way.
Again, if you think a build is outright bad, you could just, or bad in my case, you could just do it. Like for context, I was going Blink Stalker in TVP. Crested just told me, no, do not do this. You will die. And sure enough, when I actually tried to go Blink Stalker, I'm like, okay, I've gotten like 4 ICV kills and I'm floating 1,000 minerals. Like, what's the point, right?
Yeah. Makes sense.
I teched into something else and that had much better results. Okay, so my Terran build is, you know, hatch and then pool and... I know I make a gigantic mistake because I didn't make the pool.
Oh wait, okay, so...
When do I build?
Okay, so first thing, 16 hatch, yeah, that is correct. So, okay. So after you make your hatch, right?
Yeah.
The first drones goes to the mineral line.
Okay.
So after hatch, the first lava goes to the first drone you make goes to the mineral line. The second one goes to the gas, the third one goes to the pool.
Okay, so first one goes to the minerals and it just stays there. The next one will go and make a pool and the third will make a...
gas pool.
Okay, gas pool, okay.
Yep. So after the hatch, first one goes to minerals, second one goes to gas, third one goes to pool.
You know, when hatch done...
not done. Yeah, when starting hatch. Yep. Started 16 hatch.
Next drone mid. Second drone gas. Third drone pool. Okay.
Yep.
By the way, some context for this game, like when he started talking this much, I wondered when he was gonna cheese. So hence the drone scout.
Oh, okay.
Because when people chat too much on the ladder, I'm like,
Okay, so the thing about drone scout is okay. So here's the problem with drone scout. So like for example in this case, right? Your drone hasn't reached its base yet, right?
Yeah.
And you have already decided on that you want to go for hatch first. So the problem with drone scout is since you're already you have to decide whether you're going for pool first or hatch first.
Yeah.
Before your drones scouts. So drone scout isn't like the best.
I know.
Isn't the best way of scouting, in a way, and you lose a lot of minerals as well when you drone scout.
I know. It's just this one I was worried because he was chatty.
Yep. So ideally, you should be seeing everything with your overlords. So yeah, it shouldn't be. It should be. You can skip the drone scout.
I will almost certainly skip drone scouts in future. Again, this one was.
Just an exception.
It's an exception because if somebody chats like significantly, 1v1. Again, this has happened to me twice. They're chatting 1v1 and then they were both Protosses, by the way. Yeah, jeez. Like the idea is to keep you distracted so that you're not thinking about that. And after the first game where it happened, I'm like, this seems a bit too. Oh wait, the cannons are here. The game after that is like, this seems suspicious, let me go check. Oh, okay, it's a proxy, I think Stargate or something. Like, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, I think in this case you might have gotten the Overlord accidentally, right? Yeah.
I guess. Oh wait, how many Overlords do I have? 3.
You have 3.
Oh yeah, this is a mistake.
Okay. Yep. So so basically after you make after the third drone goes to the pool, right? The next 3 drones go into gas.
Okay, I'm not doing that obviously, but yeah.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, that's the hedge first build. Like it's gonna be same for every single matchup if you're going hedge first.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the good thing.
Let me write that part down.
Yeah. So this is 16, 18, 17. Hedge gas pool.
TVA. TVZ. No. ZBZ. Okay. Notes are reorganized. Yeah, so I get my pool really late, and as a Terran mid, I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna lose some drones. I got very lucky with what happens next with the Reaper, which is he doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah, that's.
I was panicking because I know if you micro Reaper, you lose 3 drones minimum because the links aren't here.
Yeah. So I think you don't. Yeah. Oh yeah. The second guess is way too early. Way.
I had no idea what I was doing.
Yep. Okay. So the third. Okay. So ideally, right, you want to get your third base at around 28 to 30 supply.
Kind of down, right? Because the third base is going up.
So it should be around. If you get it at 28 supply, it should be around 230, and with 30 supply, it's around 240 ish.
Okay. I know the third base before 3 minutes is kind of what you need. How many links for defense? 4, right? I heard.
Yeah. So you start with 4 links,
yeah,
and you can keep droning until yeah, you could drone for quite a while actually.
Okay, so the 4 link opening is okay lah.
Yeah. Okay. So you could actually stay on 1 guess for like until you have like.
Yeah. By the way, Almost Noodles is in the chat.
That's nice.
One of our top guys, and who has done quite a lot for the scene via his contributions. Okay, so coming back here. So at this point, I'm just like I'm droning out. I'm getting my speed. My general thought is I will get my pod. I'll just get a safety main nest because there are a lot of Terran, you know, fast
Hellbent timing. Yep.
My favorite Hellbent timing push. I'm like, oh, if this guy only had a main nest, I'd be screwed. And if I'm taking it to links, I feel that roaches aren't really the way to go. So Bainzo?
Actually, she actually got the main nest timing like correct.
Okay.
It's actually 4-minute main nest. So for every ZVT, right, if you want to be safe, just get a 4-minute main nest. Okay. Always. Yep.
This one need to write down. Does this apply for TV? No, for ZVP.
ZVP, no. So ZVP, yeah, ZVP, you won't really need a main nest first.
Okay.
You usually want to have a safety roach for it instead.
Okay, so TVZ is 4 min pool. Okay. I need to
4-minute main nest. Okay, wait. I was just wondering if should I show you my replay instead? So I could do a rundown on like the builds and stuff.
Okay, let's do it after this game because I still want a proper answer on what to do with mech.
Oh yeah, so ideally, right, you don't want to have so many overlords across the map. Only 2 maximum.
Oh.
Because if they open up Vikings, right, which they quite often do, you're gonna lose all the overlords.
Right.
Yep.
So 2 overlords, that's it.
Yeah, 2 overlords. So maybe the first one and the second one. The first one stays on the pillar maybe, and the second one goes to scout in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's at this point in time that I see that he's going back, much to my shock. I'm like, what the fuck? I did not prepare for this. I have no idea what to do. Noodles is also asking what's the proper answer to back because I'm scrambling my brain and like, okay, well, I can't go links. Let me just get a roach one because this is what.
Yeah, that's actually correct. Roach one.
Then here comes up the spire because what I told you.
So okay, the general rule in ZBT is you always stay on 1 guess. until you have like around 10 drones in your third base. 8 to 10 drones.
Okay, wait,
there.
so second base full saturation,
Yeah.
10 drones on
First,
the third, okay.
yeah, roughly that's a rough timing. So I think if I'm not wrong, you could it's I think it's 440, 450-ish where you have I think 440 where you have like around 8 to 10 drones in your third base.
Wait, let me write this down. Wait. So I say one guess until I get 10 drones on third, which is roughly at what timing?
Around 440, I think. 440.
440-ish. Okay. This is what it looks like as of right now, but okay. Okay. I got that. Again, I wasn't really sure about the gas. I think I took more gases now because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna attempt mutas. I'm gonna need a bit more gas. I know there's a 2-base muta 4-gas build, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. So I think I'm not gonna go like super specific on stuff.
Yeah,
but okay, so usually I mean you already know your first 3 base timing, right?
Yes.
So okay, so for your 4th base, the timing you want to get your 4th base is around 540 to 6. That's the good timing to get your 4th base.
4th base 540-ish. By the way, the game that you're gonna show, is it a mech or bio?
I don't really have mech games nowadays.
Okay, that's right. Then bio, because this.
Yeah, I might have to dig it out, but I probably yeah, it's gonna take a while. So maybe next time, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. So so I'll just teach you like the easier way of playing against mech. So the composition that you'll be aiming for is Ravager Link Bane, and you want to be going for melee and range upgrades, no armor.
Oh yeah, cause Terran back just shreds through armor anyway.
Yeah, so tank just one-shot links anyways and stuff.
Okay,
so
right.
yeah, you don't really want armor unless you could afford it.
Okay.
Yeah, and the thing about this Ravager Link Bane is you're gonna go up to like super high drone count, like 90 to 100.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be trying to keep the Terran on 4 to 5 bases if possible.
4 to 5 bases. I thought keep it on
5 bases. Yeah. I mean, I think if you are super ahead, you could actually deny him on 3 base, but because you are supposed to be going up to 90 to 100 drones.
Okay, this is
so,
the mech context, right?
Yeah, this is the mech
Mech
context.
context. Okay, fine.
Okay. So what you wanna do when you have 90 to 100 drones is you just contain him on like 4 to 5 bases.
Yeah.
Then you keep training efficiently, and eventually you just win the war of attrition.
Okay, that makes sense. My builders all died because I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh yeah, I think one very important thing of micro when you're against ZBT and ZBP is always move command your base.
Okay.
Yeah, that's super important.
We will see a little bit of that in the next game.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so the main reason why you move command banes, right, is the first thing, they actually get to soak damage before they die. So if you imagine if you attack move, right, they just die instantly. But if you move command the banes, right, they actually soak like around 30 to 35. They actually soak quite a bit of damage before they die.
Not bad.
Yeah, so that's actually very important, and you could get like juicy connections if you move command the banes.
Okay.
So that's very important.
Alright. So here comes the big fight. At this point I'm like, okay, the builders did absolutely nothing. I'm just gonna try and grab roaches and spray.
Yeah, I think you might need one to have Ravagers in this case. Oh yeah, and by the way, for Ravagers, right?
Yeah.
It takes 3 shots to kill a tank, 3 shots to kill Liberators.
Balls, you mean?
Yeah, Bows. Yeah, so that's something you can keep in mind.
Kill tank and lib, alright.
Yeah, Warp Prism as well. 3 Ravager Bows. Yeah, that's for now, I think. That's it for now, but that's important. Oh yeah, if you could put in shield batteries and cannons as well. They all take 5 hits, 5 Bows.
5 balls for shield
Batteries and cannons.
Okay.
Yep.
But it's something weird about the store. It tends to go after the Overlord first for some reason.
Yeah, I think he has like some air priority or something.
Yeah, which is really weird because it allowed this to happen. And I'm like, wow, I actually won that fight. Okay, let me just counter attack and hope I win.
Yeah, I think you have relatively good upgrades in this game.
I've got my macro hatchers, although I've only got one queen on them. I mean, I noticed Zerg tend to go up to these crazy bags. What are we supposed to do with it? Just
yeah, you're just gonna be trading them out efficiently against their army.
So, alright, so it's really the swap mentality of I'm gonna re-back throw it at you, re-back throw it at you.
Yep. Oh, actually, right. Okay. So I'm gonna give you like the small little timing you could do, okay, for against mech.
Okay.
So let's say if you don't take any damage, like any drone damage from aliens or liberators, right, or less than 5,
yeah,
you could just go to 66 drones, and then you can just go for like a roach ravager push, and just kill them.
Roach Ravager push. What upgrades?
I don't think actually. Okay, maybe +1, but it's fine if you don't have them.
I will probably just get it because I mean my macro is kind of bad, so the bunny spell with +1 is probably worthwhile.
Yeah, and you might want to have quite a few Ravagers to bow down tanks.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 to 6. Yeah, 3 to 6 Ravagers.
I forgot Ravagers existed until this match entered. But the Kaiser, no, I do not have the rapid fire on yet. I didn't
Oh yeah. You
consider
need. Okay, so you actually need rapid fire for like yeah, and you need to increase your. Okay, actually, I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but
yeah.
if you increase your key rate, right, as it's gonna be like you're gonna get +300 MMR.
Okay, let me just go to the toilet real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry about the cut. Oh yes, that is a cardboard Zergling. How does he look like? Okay, so what were you saying about key rates?
Yeah. If you have key rates in as you just get +300 MMR.
What is this magic you speak of?
Yeah. So so you know about rapid fire, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if you have key rates to change to reduce the increase the repeat rate and the downtime, you could actually spread creep, make units faster, and like everything, like bows faster as well.
Okay, the boss one. Okay, the boss one. I know there's a local video that covers it. That one I'll check again. What is this creep spreading thingamajig?
Yeah, so if you have, you can actually rapid fire the creep tumors as well, and rapid fire like links when you're making links and stuff. So the problem with making links, right, is you're gonna have like in the late game you're gonna have like 20 lavas, and it's gonna take quite a while for you to hold Z.
Okay, so it's just one button and then it'll jump.
Yeah, it's gonna if you have the key rates, right, it's gonna like it's gonna make all the links in like less than 1 second, which is pretty big.
That one I think I'll need to take a specific look at the video and how to configure, because that's somewhat technical.
Yeah, maybe I could help you after the like later on.
Yeah. Okay, so coming back to here, yeah, which I also need to ask that what is the strategy or plan or mentality? Okay, first of all, thank you gaming with BG for joining. Thanks, hope you had a good stream. He is playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. Plays a lot of that. Again, thanks for tuning in. Alright, so what is the strategy, mindset, objectives with creep spread? Because I'm just throwing down tubers because I don't really have, I didn't have a strategy.
Yeah, for creep tumors. Okay, so
Spread line in general.
okay, ideally you should have one creep tumor on like at least going in one direction, like every direction, at least one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think the best way, right, for you to like remember creep spread and stuff is to have like a sort of a macro cycle. So maybe you could do injects, then make use your lava, then do creep spread, and then manage army or something. Like they can keep repeating the cycle. I think that's a good way to remember creep spread.
Okay, so it's inject followed by use lava followed by spread creep. Okay, so the way I did it I'm doing it now because I don't have a systemized strategy, is that I just had like 2 queens and then and they're just a permanent creep spreader. So like, okay, like because here's the thing, as you start to spread more creep, you will need more tubers to go in different directions. And eventually I'm gonna need more creep tubers to like spread out eventually. Is that, do you think that's okay, or should it be like 2 separate queens or 2 hotkeys or what?
Okay, so ideally, right, you want to have like at least 7 queens. 7 queens is a solid number in DBT.
This one grand total, right?
Yeah, grand total of 7 queens.
By the way, Crazy Rocket, we'll get to your question in a second. Okay, so 7 queens on what, 5 bases?
That's on 3 bases actually. You want to be getting them as soon as possible.
Okay, so that's 3 that are dedicated to
injecting
3 brandas, if you will, and then the remaining 4 is defense and creep spread, is it?
Yes, defense and creep spread. But you could actually bring one to inject eventually once you have a 4th base.
Okay, so 7, 4 will eventually go to creep spread. No, for inject, and then the rest into creep spread. Okay, I think that makes sense. I'm just gonna put him on a single hotkey first and have him like roam around and just dump cubers everywhere.
Yes, so for me, right, I just only have my creep tumor hotkeys. Creep tumor queen hotkey.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so Crazy Rocket in the chat, who's actually my Protoss student, he said, okay, I'm just gonna read the question. Talking about creep tubers, I see many top level players putting down multiple creep tubers in close proximity. You know, Salvo Raider, like somebody comes in, they clear out the creep, and then they come back and like put like 7 or 8 down in one screen. Shouldn't you spread them out as much as possible?
Yeah, ideally you would want to have them spread out as much as possible, but I'm pretty sure they have key rates as well. So whenever they spread creep, right, it just takes them like half a second, and they just make like they just when they drag it down, right, it's gonna have like a lot of creep tumors.
I see, I see. So this is more of them just getting it in quick, and it's more about getting them in quick as opposed to getting it efficient. Yeah,
so because creep spread is important, but as long as you get them down, it doesn't matter if they are spread out far enough.
Important thing from Twitch chat that I've been wondering since I read it in this freaking campaign is like, does creep spread faster if you have more tubers in a single location?
Yeah. If you have more than one, it definitely spreads faster.
In the same place?
Yes, in the same place.
Oh, so it's true. I remember trying to Google this like twice. I'm like, there's no like clear answer. Okay, so multiple creep tubers spread creep faster in the same area. Like, can you see pings for me? Okay. Do you see my ping?
Yep.
Okay, so like these creep tubers will spread faster than like a lone tube, faster than let's say like a lone tuber in the corner like here.
Yep, because there's only one, when you have one creep tumor, it only spreads like one spot at a time, but if you have like a few, right, it spreads out like a few spots at a time.
I see, okay. Because that one again, I read it in the campaign, I was like, I don't know if this is true. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, but usually you should have like a lot of energy with the creep queen, so it shouldn't be a problem.
That's true. I do feel also that just having like, as you said, 7 queens for defense is good because as you see the next, is it the next game? Yeah, I think the next game they're Hellions.
Oh, okay.
They're active Hellions. Okay, I think that's about it for this game, right?
Yeah. So I think what you're doing now is it's okay. And you could actually try the 66 Roach Ravager push thingy. If you actually didn't take any damage from if you didn't really take much drone damage from anything.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll go to the next game. I'll make you lobby host. Okay. Summary of this game. It's mech again. But
Mech's pretty popular.
I don't know why, man. But here's the difference: is that I scouted it so late that I committed to so many links. Yeah, so many links that I said, okay, how do I then make use of these links? So it wasn't such a roach heavy game. You can skip.
Okay.
And because I hit back again, I'm like, I'm not gonna bother with mutas. I cannot use them. You can skip forward quite a bit, to be honest.
Okay.
Not much in the early game. And then it's about how that went. And I think I did a couple of nice moves. They're bailing run-bys and stuff, which I think are absolutely key.
That's pretty important.
Yeah, so I think my build is a little bit more better because this like no, I need to get my cooldown.
Yeah, it could still be more refined, but yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and for so try to rally the gas drones from the eggs itself.
Okay.
You don't want to be saturating them straight away.
Okay, noted.
Yeah, always keep the mineral drones at 16.
Okay. No,
Yeah, it's just some small refinements.
it's fine. Let me close my note for a second. Okay, just get pure game for now. Alright.
Okay. For queens. So, okay, ideally, right?
Yeah.
You want to have your second and third base be pumping out queens non-stop until you get 7.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. So I don't go lair until I get 7 queens.
No. Okay, so wait. Okay, the safest way, right, you can play is okay, even against bio, you could go for fast lair into fast base speed because it's the safest way to play. So you could get around like a 4-minute lair and a 4-minute 10 Bayness.
But that's against bio, right?
Yeah, you could actually get the same lair timing even if it's mech.
Okay, so
Yeah.
4-minute lair. Am I correct?
Yeah, and then once the lair finish, you can get Overlord Bane speed. Yes. Bane speed.
Okay. I by the way, I do need to ask because what about OV speed?
Okay, so OV speed. Do you want to be playing OV speed every game?
I kind of do because in both my other matchups I've got quick scouting potential. I've got my hallucinations, I've got my scans, and every so often like, okay, I need to know something now. Like I've forgotten to scout or wait, I didn't see what I wanted to see. I need to know.
Okay, so for ZVT, right?
Yeah.
Let me think. Okay, so usually, right, you would want to throw in like the Overlord into their base at around 340 to 4 minutes. So that's where you get to see all their Starport add-ons and stuff.
340 scout, okay.
But if you're going for OV speed, right?
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter because you can. So for me, right, I usually try to skip OV speed.
Yeah.
Because it makes a little bit of difference, like in terms of mineral income.
I'm aware. I'm now a bit more attuned to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay, so if you want to go for Overlord speed, right?
yeah.
You can go for. Okay, so here's the thing. You're gonna leave. I think you're supposed to pull 1 drone or you don't pull drones at all. Like you just keep them in gas.
Okay.
You get your link speed first, then you get your Overlord speed.
Okay.
Yep.
Link speed into OV speed. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's just for simplicity. You could just keep the drones in gas.
Okay, I'll experiment a bit with that one. If I can, if I find that I'm comfortable skipping it, I will. The thing about me being a new Zerg, a new hatched Zerg, if you will, is that I need more time to see what I see because I then need to think of responses. Like it's not automatic, you know.
Yep. Yeah. Makes sense.
hence the OV speed. I'll see whether I want to cut it or not. But yeah, that's about the scouting part.
Okay, so yeah, I think so other than checking whether he has a CC at the natural or not,
yeah,
the next scouting timing you want to have is around 3:40 to 4 minutes, where you send an overlord in to his base.
yeah.
So that's usually the timing where you see whether it's 1-1-1, it's 2-1-1, or whatnot.
Yeah.
So okay, so the first key thing, right? If you see 1-1-1, the most important thing to check is the starport.
1-1-1. Check.
Starport.
Starport. Okay.
Yep. So the first thing you want to see is whether he has add-ons or not. And whether is he making a unit or is he making an add-on?
Basically BCs versus Banshee.
Yeah. So okay. So the first thing when you see if they're not making any add-ons, right?
Yeah.
It could be a Viking, a Medivac, or a Liberator.
Yeah.
So you want to get your spores at 420. If you see them making units in the starport.
Okay.
Without add-ons, you want to have spores at 420. Usually, I just get one at the main and the natural. Then the third base, I'll just defend with queens.
No add-on is
might be Liberator. So okay, so basically no add-on, no making units with no add-on is 4 minutes 20 seconds.
Okay.
Spores at main and natural.
Okay, so no add-on is spore at 420. If there is an add-on,
you can delay it until 440.
Okay.
Yeah, 440 at all three bases.
Okay.
Spores.
So the add-on.
Yeah, provided the add-on is tech lab.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard Pig say this on one of his YouTube videos. He says that even if you see, well, as in you don't see a threat, he said that you should just get safety spores at 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good point. Because usually, right?
Yeah.
Some people open up Viking into BCs.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's I wouldn't say it's common, but I think it's uncommon. But if you have 5 minute spores, right, it keeps you safe as well.
I think Viking into BC is awesome.
Yeah, so if it's Viking into BC, right, I think
Yeah.
it hits around 5.
It'll hit
40, 550-ish.
Depends on how crisp the build order is, but yeah,
Yeah.
530 is the fastest it can hit. The reason that they go Viking is because it's been calculated that even if you swap the tech lab from the factory to the starport, you still need time for the fusion core to build. You can squeeze out the Viking and at least make some use of the idle time. And it allows you to kick out overlords, which allows the BC to... It's harder for the Zerg to scout. Because once Zerg sees Viking, as you correctly mentioned, they are now more hesitant to rescout. And unscouted fusion core...
Yep, that's true. Yeah, so I think you roughly got the small timings right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe Hellions didn't come. Okay, so here's the thing. I think we can continue because I did not scout that it was back. Like I still thought it was a bio game.
Yeah. So, all right. I think the first thing you could do is overlord placements.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So usually you want to have them. It's the same as ZVZ. So you want to have overlord spread across the place where Hellions could come from.
Okay, so first overlord at the natural at the pillar. Second overlord should be at the third, right?
Yeah, if you're going overlord speed, right? I think you could just send it across. Wait, no, you should actually stay. It should actually stay in the natural until 150 at least. 145.
Okay, 145.
So yeah, in case, because the second overlord stays in the natural until 145, so that you can spot any bunkers building up there.
Oh yeah, the bunker cheese, right?
The proxy racks.
Oh good lord.
Yep. So you want to keep them at least around 145. It's a good time. Then you could send them across, and it should reach around the third base at 3 minute 40,
Okay.
30-ish, so it's fine.
I am gonna lose again because I sent the second Overlord across. I am very certain that's gonna happen at some point. I'm just gonna forget.
Yeah,
But I'll try,
so...
I'll try.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guesses... Okay, see the guesses here are actually relatively
Your
fine.
forces are under attack.
I still think it's bio,
evolved.
so I completely forgot to rescout for a while.
I think it's actually fine to stay on like link bait if you didn't realize it was bio. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, so there's the one problem, right? That the only time you need roaches, right, is when you're facing against double factory.
Huh.
Like in this case, like when you so when you go in at 3:40 or 4 minutes, right, and you see 2 factories, that's where you need roaches.
So here comes. No, here's the thing that I got the Hydra Dead because I thought it was bio, and then I realized that it's. They're like,
Mutation
my actual
complete.
thought in my head was like, I just bought a Hydra Dead.
I actually think it's fine to go link bait Hydra. It's not the end of the world. You could still make it work. It's not that bad.
Okay. All I can remember is how hard Hasta was laughing at Loco when he tried it.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is a two-pronged attack where I'm like, okay, I'll try and get some worker kills. I now need to slow him down.
Yeah, I think it actually got quite 8 workers, yeah.
Yeah, then I'm like, okay, I made a bunch of links. I thought they were useless. I bought a baiting nest. Let me try and get something done here with Banes. So I'm a little bit more proud of that. Any tips on Bane run-bys or just...
Okay, so usually, right, you don't want to run them in straight away, especially when the Terran is just sitting in his base.
Yeah.
So you want to be like having some sort form of distraction
Yes,
first. Okay, yeah. So usually, right, it's like even for link run bys, like when they're playing bio, right,
Yeah.
I would only send the link run by in once they are attacking me, like out on the map. So that's like the best time to send it in.
That's fair, that's fair.
Yeah.
Double pronged attack. Okay, I mean again, I've played the other races, I know the value of that. So on the top I'm gonna go for a drop while the bottom links just distract, and let's talk about that bait control, or what I should be doing.
Yeah, you could just shift click them into the middle line.
Okay, but I micro them quite a bit because...
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too much, Michael.
But here was the thing, because I actually had a drop going into the main. So I figured that if he's microing here, he's not watching the drop. And
yeah, I think okay. So for the bait, you could maybe you could just shift click them. I think because you're floating quite a bit.
Okay,
so you could you could spend the time like at least to just build units.
That's a very fair point. Yeah. Okay, that is too much micro. I agree.
Oh yeah, and one tip is to actually have link spotters at the potential expansions they could take. Yeah, so
I did because I did see the side base coming up.
Yeah, so the important thing is when you're playing against Mac, right, is to always deny their new expansions, which is super important.
Yeah, it's quite hard against planetary fortresses, which is why I kept doing big bait run-bys, because well, working through or something. What should I be doing? How should I fight this Mac out?
Yeah, you need Ravages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to be playing Link Bane Ravager, so the Banelings will just clean up the Helvets.
Yeah, why did he leave?
Here?
Yeah,
oh.
He just turned around and left, and then I jumped on all the tanks. I'm like, what's
yeah.
going on?
Good at push.
How many Ravagers should I have? 5, 6?
You could go up to even like 16. I think it's fine.
What?
Yeah, 16. 16 is I think I wouldn't say it's a max number you can go, but
basically
you should stay below 16. Sorry?
Lots of Ravagers lah.
Yeah, like if you have a lot of gas, right, you can just dump them into Ravagers. But not too many, like 20 plus. 20 plus is too much.
Yeah, cause the DPS is shit, right?
Yeah, but the Bowls are like super useful.
But okay, I understand that you need to have a balance between Bowls and the standard DPS of the Roach.
Yeah, bows are actually super good against dolls. Like imagine you bow them on a clump of dolls, right?
Yeah.
It's just gonna get damaged definitely because dolls are so clunky.
Yeah. Chunky boys.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, but excuse me, like Ravager Balls are something that I will need to practice because no other race is anything like this. I actually think I was on my way to Viper Tech, but he attacked me before the Vipers were out. Like, okay, I'm gonna fight. And then like, wait, you just left your. Like he left. I'm like, okay, I kill you now. That's what happened.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Vipers is gonna be a very painful thing for me. I know, but I'll get there. Anything else for this game?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Alright. So
yeah, just keep it. Yeah, I think you wrote quite a lot of things, right?
I've written quite a lot. By the way,
Yeah,
hi Carter John, thanks for joining the stream. Alright, so David, let's do one more thing. Let's get you into here. Let's run a PVZ. You just play. Sure. I would say whatever you want, but preferably not cheese, because if you cheese, we're not really.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll try and play what I think is a decent strategy, and we'll review the results and then talk about like what do I need to do and stuff.
Okay. Yep. I think preferably we could finish this around 11. That would be perfect, actually.
Okay lah. PVZ should be what, 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah. Let's not go too late. Late night is not healthy. Okay, I'm gonna pass your control. I'm gonna use the toilet one more time, real quick. Pick a map, and I'll be right back. I need to figure out where to put this circling. Wait. It's too close. Crap. Oh! This works. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, if there's any question on Red Gunner Guy stream, right, you can just feel free to ask. I'll try to answer as, like, to the best knowledge I have. Anything, as long as anything regarding Zerg related, I could try to answer.
Okay, I'm back. You pick the map? Okay, that's all.
Yep.
Very standard stuff. Alright, so
Oh.
yeah, so once okay, tell you what, so once you're ready, let me change to Zerg. Yeah, so once you're ready,
okay.
I think I'll just hop off the channel and then we'll reconvene after it's done.
I think it's fine because I won't be talking much.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you're gonna be talking soon, I could mute my Discord.
Yeah, just mute your Discord because it's good for the YouTube content and for the viewers that at least you know there's something in between.
Okay, sure.
Alright, JLH. Oh, he's muted. Oh, he's not muted. He's kind of muted. He's scrambling to get things done. I think he can still hear me, but it doesn't matter. And I've messed up already.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, so I think the first Overlord comes here because that's what they do. And I need to get it Overlord. Oh my god, this is a mistake. Nameless told me a long time ago, and is that you should always get your Overlord on 13. If not, this stupid supply block happens. I think we're fine.
Spawn more Overlords.
There we go. Thank you, Mr. Control. This is a mistake. Oh, I need to get my camera hotkey set up. I'm making so many mistakes. Okay, get 3 more drones and then prepare for the hatch once it's about 200 minerals, I remember? Yeah, right about now. Because by the time he gets down the ramp, well, the drone gets down the ramp. What's your main ranks? Nameless is a Masters 1 or something Zerg. This Overlord needs to go out. I am a Diamond 3 Terran and Protoss, even though my current Isn't this supposed to be a guess? Yeah, even though my current Terran MMR is closer to Plat 3. So okay, so he's scouting.
It can't do that.
Geet! Geet! Yeah, so this is pretty normal, I think. I don't think he's cheesing, he's running a very nice set of skins. Yeah, just let him chase him around. Right, these guys rallied in here. How do I do that properly? Oh, my droning is all over the place. Yeah, I think this is gonna be fine. I don't think I need any more overlords. I don't think it's gonna cheese me. Adepts are gonna come though. Oh, I'm very certain adepts are coming. They are coming. Yeah, get in there. Right, so it's gonna be a Link Bait Hydra style, and I need to check whether he's going for Stargate. I need to know what's the Cyber Core tech. By the way, thank you everyone for joining. This is gonna be the last game of the evening. 2 queens. Queens, hello. Okay, 2 queens and some links to keep the adept out. Link speed will need to be coming up sooner rather than later. I am supply blocked, and what did he say? 3 bases at 3 bases at kind of a now, right? Okay, we'll send somebody over, this drone over to go and take the 3rd base. I am supply blocked, which is disgraceful. Now the adept should shade about here. Actually, yeah, what is he doing? Twilight Council. I predict he's going Gladevs. Oh right, let me.
A new queen has emerged.
Okay,
Minerals
so a couple
now.
more queens.
Get
Get
'em.
some injects in play. Yeah, I need more queens. I need more drones.
Not enough minerals.
But I think I'm fine otherwise. Where's my other overlord? Okay, we'll put him at the pivot. Yeah, I'm just joining up happily. I forgot link speed. Mother. I'm still getting my baiting lessons per the last game.
Our
I probably
drones are
use
under
this.
attack.
You did shade. It's a mistake.
You made another queen. Nice.
You didn't shade. That's a gigantic mistake by him. I don't know if the creep spread is supposed to be like this. Okay, OV speed.
Your forces are under attack.
This just says Glodevs all over it. This says
You're gonna
Glodevs
need a
all
tad bit
over
more
it.
energy.
Okay, this is why you don't send it across. My link speed is very late. Yeah, just send the Zerg links like to these random locations. Check the 4th. See if we can find the warp prism. Get a couple more of these. I don't know if I got some supply block.
Not enough energy. We
Oh,
evolved.
this thing's ready.
Stuff
Okay.
got better.
This is Glodevs all over it. As a Protoss player, like that's the most obvious thing. Here it comes, in fact.
Evolution complete. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I should be getting layer tech as a just in case, because there is a DT variant. I'm getting layer tech once I have the gas. Where are they? Okay, good scout. What on earth are they doing?
Our army be scrapped.
Okay. Is it DT?
Your forces are under attack.
What did I tell you? It's Oh no, don't kill the queen!
Base is under attack.
Okay, everybody out.
Spot. Our army be scrapped.
There's gonna be another follow-up attack. In fact, it's on the radar right now.
They're attacking our base. Gas, buddy. Come on. Our drones are in need of a hero. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Told you he's doing this, right? He's gonna come in,
Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Gas,
Yeah,
buddy.
he's doing too much damage, Adepts. Right, I have no
be
queens.
scrapped.
Shit.
Hey, minerals now! Our base. Get them. Your forces
Well,
are
we're kind of
under
dead. We have no gas. More than that. This is all the
Our
ravages
drones
I
are under
had.
attack.
Oh. Hey, good time, good time. He needs to go at 11, so that's that. He's supposed to hop on and turn on his thingamajig now. Hello.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Oh, like the moment I saw the Twilight Clouds, I'm like, oh shit, I know what's happening.
The Audai build.
I'm like, he's gonna do it. He hates it when it happens, but he's gonna do it.
Yeah, I was thinking whether I should block your natural or not, but I decided not to. I thought it's gonna be
Yeah, I know. It was a big
it's gonna be rough.
Alright, so let's hop into the replay real quick. We'll probably get this done like a couple minutes.
Okay.
Then we can see what happened.
Yeah, sure.
You're in charge.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so my general build was just get Lings and Scout, because I know for Protoss it's what's after the Cyber Core that's the big deal.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Actually, you could do the same thing. The first Overlord to the pillar, second Overlord in at 340.
Yeah, and I know I lost it, but I rather know it was
Yeah.
right.
You could actually lose the Overlord. So ideally, right, your second Overlord stays in your natural until 130.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you send it to the main.
Wait, I need to write this down. PVZ Overlord till 140. Okay.
Yeah, I think your pool could be earlier. Like if it's like super strict, right? I think the pool is like late by 7 seconds.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll try to do like that rally in thing. I'm just trying to think like
Yeah, you can actually just rally near the hatcheries, right?
yeah, rallying the eggs is something I'm not too used to.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because Protoss and Terrans
Nah,
have this.
you know they don't. Yeah, so first Overlord comes in, and to be perfectly honest, I forgot where he was going.
Oh, okay.
Until I checked back, like, oh hey, a Twilight Council. Then I was like, well.
Yeah, that's fine as well.
I think, okay, I remember at my point in time, my thought process was, okay, I'm just gonna get the safety mailing nest, and then I see the Twilight, and then I'm like, oh, I scouted very late actually.
No, I think the Twilight was pretty early. Because you want to scout it around, usually you actually scout it around 340, 350.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, so, I mean for me, the problem is actually looking at the Twilight research. I used to have the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you can actually tell that it's researching, that is good. Because you could,
I absolutely know if it's researching or not.
Yeah, because it actually tells you a lot, whether it's a DT build or not.
Yeah, but my concern is that, okay, I saw your number of gateways, I'm like, this could still be the DT variant.
Yeah, but usually, yeah, that's true. Blur that into
no,
DTs.
because with Gladevs, okay, this is the Protoss talking. Like with Gladevs, you can go up to 8 gates and sustain adepts. If it's DT, it's only 5 gates. I think, yeah, and there are certain players that will hide the Dark Shrine somewhere else on the map. Then you think it's glaives and you're not getting like lair and stuff. So I get a roach one because I'm like, okay, that seems to be the best approach. But
Yeah.
I have no idea how to defend against this like properly. I think
Okay,
I need Ravagers,
so,
right?
yeah. Sorry?
I need Ravagers, right?
No, you actually don't need Ravagers at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just need, okay, so you can actually do the DRG build, which is just on one guess. You hold the first wave with around 25 links and 4 queens. Then after the second wave you can hold you'll be making roaches and you'll be just holding it with roaches. And following the shades with the links.
Oh, okay, because I completely cut link production and just went into roaches.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean in Audai they hold it with roaches.
Yeah, so the first wave you still have to make yeah you hold it with roaches, but for the first wave you won't have roaches in time. You need mix. Yeah, wait. For some reason the drone count is super low. Wait, hang on. Okay, yeah. So you never get the safety baners in ZVP because yeah, like
So
roaches are way
instead.
better. Yeah, so if you wanna deal against a Claudette, right? You get a 4-minute roach warren.
Okay, so is it just objectively good to get a 4-minute roach warren?
Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay. It's fine for at this level. I think it's yeah. It's 4-minute roach warren every game.
Okay, so
okay. Oh yeah, and I think you should hotkey your lanes as well from the X. It's good.
Yeah, I need to get used to that. Okay, we're running out of time. I know you need to go. Rather than this game specifically, do you have any idea what should I do for the 3 main tech options? Stargate, Twilight, Robo.
Okay, okay, so the main issue, okay, so for Stargate, right, it's pretty simple to deal with.
Force.
But for Twilight and Robo, right, especially against DTs. Right? Yeah, no, the problem with DTs, right, is do you want to defend with Overseers or Spores?
Doesn't everybody do kind of both?
Yeah, cause if you are defending with Spores, right?
Yeah.
You won't need a early lair.
Okay.
And you just hold it. You just defend. You can get a lair at like 440-ish. But if you are playing the Overseer, if you want to defend the DTs with Overseers, right? You must get your lair by 340.
Okay, you said against Protoss Zerg this is the most reactive. I mean, okay, so Link Main Hydra is still pretty viable in PvZ. If that is still the general idea, which one do you think is better, Spore or?
Oh yeah, okay. So there's a few issues with Hydras. You can't play Hydras if they are going for Twilight or Robo. It's just not possible because if they go so for Robo, right, it's usually an all-in, a signifies all-in.
That's fair.
And for Twilight, it's either DTs, Charge Lord, Link Stalker all-in, or
I see how Roaches would be a lot better. Yes, okay.
Yep. So yeah, so the only exception you play Hydras is when you're against Stargate.
Okay. You can still should you still play Roaches if it's Stargate?
Usually I just play Hydra Link Bane. Cause I think so Hydra Link Bane is even if they go Stargate, right?
Yeah.
You could still die to like some weird timing and stuff, but I think it shouldn't matter. Yeah, and the problem with Ravager Link Bane, right, if they go Stargate, as long as they have 2 Void Rays or something, right?
Exactly, yeah, the Void Ray just got buffed.
Yeah, and or like just 2 Void Rays or a few Oracles, right, will just screw your attack pretty badly.
Yeah, okay, so is it fair to say that I just wrote down here
Yeah, that's correct. Stargate go Hydras and everything else go Roaches.
Okay, so forget Link Bane Hydra in ZVP and instead go Link Roach Ravager, is it?
Yep. Okay, so the general idea, the tech timings, right? Tech building timings. I think you could get like 4-minute Roach Warren, and then 5:30 Bane Nest, and Evolution Chamber, just to make things easy.
5:30 Bane and what time Evo? 6.
Yeah, same. Just make it the same. So just to make things easy.
Okay.
Yeah, you should try. The latest time you should drop Bane Nest is 5:30 because you need the Bane speed. It's pretty important. If not, you can't attack.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, actually, I think right for ZVP you can just do like a 66. Once you have 66 drones, right, you can just go for like a Ravager Link Bane timing. Once your Bane speed is done.
Execute drone 60s. Drone count 66. Okay, so it's Roach, Bane, Ravager.
Yep.
Okay. So come back to the DT issue. Spore Okay, for what you're telling me, should I go Spore or should I go Lair?
Okay, so they both have their pros and cons. So the problem with Overseers is you have to have Overlord's position to morph into Overseers. Because I died a lot of times when the Overseer has to travel, and then I lose the main base or the third base.
I see.
Yeah, and the problem with Spores, right, is if you just get caught off guard without knowing where's the Warp Prism, and they just jump on top of your Spores, that's game over as well. You're gonna lose the hedge.
I think I'm gonna try Spores because Overseers. Okay, so Overseers only need to travel when I'm gonna do the push. But if I'm just staying alive given general DT timings, then again, we're assuming this isn't Fear Dragon and is Blink DTs, but it requires less micro.
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly, so for me, I actually go for the spore variation because I think it's much more comfortable.
Okay.
For me.
Alright, I think that's more than enough for this session. I'll talk to you again. We'll reconvene probably next week or the end part of this week. I need to get some games in first. Apply.
Oh yeah, I think there's more questions right in the chat.
Well, the main question in the chat was what's your main rank? So you can tell us.
Oh wait, what's he referring to?
That was Auto P asked what's your main rank, and that was a while ago.
Oh, whoops. 15 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm just Master 1 on NA.
That's already pretty good because I'm Diamond 3 on NA for the rest, and I'm trying to get Zerg to just. I mean, NA is where I play. I'll just take that. Europe another day, figure it out. Okay, so it's already 11. Okay, I'm gonna let you go first before I close out the show. Where can the good people find you?
Yeah, so you can actually find me on nameless_sc2. I usually stream StarCraft content, but sometimes I stream like other games.
Yeah, so exclamation mark Corecaster if you're, for those who are still here. For those watching on YouTube, it will be in the description. Go give him a follow and support. He actually organized a lot of cool stuff. He actually organized the SEAL games. Basically a Southeast Asian nationals tournaments, but it was still really cool. Alright, anything else for you, Nameless?
Yeah, there's nothing else. Good luck in the ladder.
Yep, thanks a lot.
Alright, see you guys.
Alright, bye Nameless.
Bye.
Alright, so I'm gonna close out the show. Alright, so in terms of what's next, I will talk to Nameless again, and we'll decide when we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna play the games, I'm gonna apply what he taught me. I'm gonna use the note that I've written, clean it up, and then start, actually playing some proper games. Alright, so as for me, if you're watching on Twitch, I have a YouTube channel, exclamation mark YouTube, it's VidGunnerGuy, it's always VidGunnerGuy. I currently do almost totally StarCraft 2 content with the odd Hearthstone game thrown in. But this week I'm doing, like over the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing something different. I'm either going to be doing a playthrough of Pox Nora or Transistor. I want to try and diversify, go into a few Let's Plays, and I'll be playing one or two of these games. If you're on YouTube, again, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe, you'll get notifications, just check it out. For StarCraft 2, there is going to be the SSL, the Singapore StarCraft League. It's just started. There are still games happening and there is still sign up potential. The next game will be happening on Friday 11th of December and then Saturday 12th of December. Do sign up, do go. We had a pretty sick bracket just yesterday. And with that, we are done. I'm gonna rate somebody and then we're gonna call it a night. So thank you for watching again on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Alright, so let's raid Gaming since he actually popped by earlier, and just give him some love. Oh, thanks for coming on. I hope you learned something. This will go up on YouTube. It's gonna take a while. This will go up on YouTube in honestly about a month because I've got a backlog of videos to do. Yeah, so Carter, if you're here, do go and at least say hi to Gaming. If you scroll up, he actually talked in chat. doing Microsoft Flight Simulator, and wait lah, use.
Korean Air 542, resume navigation, direct to Camel, descend maintain 4000.
Resume navigation to the Camel, descend 4000, Korean Air 542.
Korean Air 542 and traffic 1 o'clock 8 miles north westbound 4000, Boeing 737, you are leading traffic.
Looking at Korean Air 542.
Sure.
Hey, Gunner, thanks for the raid. Party of 6. Thanks for the raid, really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, everyone, from Gunner's stream. My name is Brandon from Singapore as well. Yeah, we're coming in for approach in Tokyo, Haneda. Yeah. Little. Before we forget again, let's have this on. And maybe APU to preempt.
Delta Alpha Echo 967, resume navigation, direct to Camel, descend maintain 4000.
Descend and maintain 4000, yellow 967. Yellow 967, we do not have a camo on our flight plan now. May I know which is the where can I find camo?
967, expect Iris Zulu, runway 34, right approach.
The winds here are amazing, man.
IRS Zulu 34 right, yellow 967.
Response 325, contact tower 118.1. Right. Korean Air 542, maintain 4000 until Camel, clearance line is Zulu, runway 34, right approach.
Maintain 4000 until Camel, clear the LS to runway 34, right approach, Korean Air 542.
Wait. Camo, then cacao.
Korean Air 542, contact Tokyo Tower 118.1.
Contact Tower 181, Korean Air 542. Listen outside.
Listen inside.
Direct camo and descend maintain 4000, yellow 967. Shit, we weren't descending. Oh shit. Set speed 210 knots. Oh shit, might be a wrong camera that we in. No, not this either.
Yellow 967, clear for Zulu, runway 34 right approach.
Clear for ILS Zulu, runway 34 right approach. Yellow 967. Okay, we are not on. You know what? Direct. Let's do the cacao. Okay. For flaps set to 1. Landing speed 1. Let's set approach speed 156.
Tokyo approach on the point 264, descending 8,000 to 5,000.
Orpon 264, Tokyo approach, turn left heading 270.
Turn left heading 270 on the point 264.
Yellow 967, contact Tokyo Tower 118.1.
118.1. Yellow 967. Thank you for ADC service. Good day.
Great.